Hey!
Hello there.
So, I want to, I kinda wanna...
What do you want? Spit it out.
I wanna hunt your mother.
How dare you? What if I don't even have one? What if I'm just a small monster and there is no big monster? You thought about that, piece of shit?
Hello, my fellow hunters, and welcome back, one and all, to Monster Hunter Sunbreak, actual Sunbreak Gameplay Edition, because I've been playing Sunbreak! Oh yes! Once again, a huge, massive thank you to Capcom for inviting me to check out both a Lunagaron hunt and indeed a Seregios hunt, and with the former in Lunagaron came a little tour around the Citadel, the brand new map with all of its gloriousness, and of course an encounter with a few monsters, of which at least one literally hasn't been revealed yet, and it is an honor to actually be allowed to essentially, well, reveal it. It might be a small monster, but hey, let's not mess around here. Arachnoids, right? Well, look at this guy! I have no idea, right, what this means. I have exactly as much information as you guys now do, and that information is, there is a new arachnoid. It is bright orange, it fires blast powder, and it's absolutely badass. So the question, of course, that we must ask ourselves, does this mean there's a new big... Or is it a subspecies? Is it another variation? What's going on there? Now, obviously, Rise had a lot of little monsters, like Zamites, like Uroctor, without the big boys in, so it's entirely possible the Citadel just has unique, maybe Malzeno, blood-like shenanigansy arachnoids going on to add a little bit of flavor, but at the same time, God, I want another version of Arachnid. Like, what else can you even do with the Arachnid? Maybe she just swings them round her head like a lasso before slapping them against the floor and they detonate like little bombs. I don't know. Blast! A Blastner Kadaki! In any case, I will leave you guys to ponder that as I do. I can't wait to find out if there is more to this spider mystery. But from spiders to crabs, guess who interrupted my fight with Seregios? It is little Hermitor. Oh yes! So does that mean Daimyo's going to show up? Again, especially with old monsters, we had Zamites, we had Uroctors, there's no guarantee. We know we've got Shogun, but does Daimyo make sense on top of that? Or maybe a new crab? But at the very least, the little ones are here, and that's really cool to see. Next up then, I want to show you a little bit of Elgado. Oh yes. Thanks to Capcom, there is a bit of Elgado that we can show you, and showing it is very worthwhile because it looks beautiful. I love that medieval aesthetic. And we did get a little bit of the armory, which is obviously exciting, a few new little things if you're eagle-eyed, but the main thing I want to kind of have a little on is rampage slots. That's interesting. Little monster face next to it, but the thing is, the rampage ended with Kimura. It's a Kimura problem, and now we're in Ibushi of the Source, and they're dead. So the rampage can't exist, at least in the way that we know it in Sunbreak, so what's going on there? Also, I am so convinced that, yes, they are the Hell Hunters. And indeed, they are saying over here, Hunter, which means they have something to tell us. And indeed, in GU, they did teach us new abilities, so maybe some silkbinds do indeed come from them, which is exactly what I theorized in my Hell Hunter video. Just saying, who knows, when you're taught skills by the Hell Bros, that's Elgado. I'm so sorry. After that, then, I want to show you some Wyvern Ride! First up, we have Seregios, who is amazing to mount vigorously, and I exactly meant what I said. He has some very high diving moves, moves, and it just feels fantastic to be on the back of. And again, I meant what I said. His Punisher is great as well, and that's the thing. Say what you like about the Wyvern Ride system, getting new monsters to Wyvern Ride, especially returning classics, is just, getting to use what makes them, tick, right? I don't know if you can bleed things with Seregios, because obviously you've never really been able to bleed monsters, but that would be kind of cool, right? Especially with bleed changing in Sunbreak that got announced a few days ago, but in any case, nice. Then we have Garengome! Oh, it might not be Rajang doing it, but we've got Big Rock coming out the ground back. He feels mighty. I didn't really hunt him, because, got to stay on target with Lunagaron, but he did, of course, interrupt, and thus battle was joined, and yeah, he is just, he's massive, right? The big stomps, the power, I love it. I absolutely love it. And then, of course, Lunagaron himself, with all of his swishy schwung that's going on, yeah, he is brilliant. And that kind of takes me on to the fourth point I want to highlight, and that is the sound design. It is just glorious in Sunbreak. On top of having amazing themes back, and indeed new themes, just listening to the slice of Lunagaron in action. Wicked. And I really don't say that often. If it already feels weird that I said it, but like wicked claws, it felt right, and it really adds to it, the atmosphere. And talking of the atmosphere, the Citadel itself is dripping with it. The foresty area with the sap swamp and the poison trees, the ice realm, and then of course the castle itself, which I did have a good oogle at, and sadly couldn't see anything that would imply anything of interest when it comes to what is this good old mysterious coffin all about, but it definitely does look like it's going to be a lot of fun. The last thing then I kind of want to quickly blast through. No, not you. The weapons I had to go with. I had to go with bow, and new bow feels really good. Butcher's Bind takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of aim, quite literally that's the whole point, but it is very rewarding, as is being able to just whack a stake in a monster and then blow it up with, again, precise aiming. It does feel fantastic, and the switch kill, switch dodge is wonderful. And I did notice that the armor set in the Seregios hunt, the Lunagaron, does seem to give you like an effect happen if you actually use the switch skill dodge at the right time, which seems to be there is a new skill perhaps related to it, which is something I said that would totally be cool to get, something that rewards switching, right, to actually encourage it more, even if you don't necessarily want to change your abilities. So I wasn't allowed to look at skills and such like that, which is of course completely fine. There is just more to discover and theorize, but it does seem like there is at least things that play with switching switch skills more than just the literal switching of them. So that's pretty damn cool. Then I had to go with hammer. Yes, adding the sound elements is fantastic. Switch axe, again, also feeling pretty damn cool. Longsword, obviously, it would be remiss to not bring it up. It's Longsword. Harvest Moon is hilarious, and I really think anyone who Longswords is going to get a kick out of that. Dual Blades, also, the spin, I cannot tell you enough how satisfying it is. And then finally, a little bit of Hunting Horn. Actually, the flip play song, yeah, that is really, really good. And talking of song, sharpness, regeneration, anyone? That's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? I have no idea how potent it is. I didn't get to properly test it, but new songs. That is quite the exciting thing for any horn, and indeed anyone who is playing with them. I think they might be even more the gods of place. God, I want a hunting horn in my party. That is super, super cool. Imagine some proper sharpness-related hunting horn-inspired builds. Basically, lots and lots and lots of awesome new things in what is an incredible new way to play and manage combat with switching switch skills against awesome monsters in awesome new areas. And guys, seriously, it feels great. It is challenging already, and I just cannot wait to play more, and I implore you to feel the same way, because my god, this is gonna be, my gut is telling me, a special Master Rank experience. Obviously, the hype is real, but you just kind of get a sense of it, don't you? Alrighty then, like if you've enjoyed this, and I do apologize for rushing a little bit, but of course, I just want to tell you as much as I can tell you in the time I'm allowed to tell you it. So I hope you definitely still found this fun. Subscribe, hit the bell for more Sunbreak exclusiveness, and consider supporting the future of this channel on Patreon down below. Until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.